The eyes of the world on Singapore for the first ever meeting of an American president with a North Korean leader. But three nations in particular watching especially closely. For South Korea, the stakes are high. The Korean War of the 1950s was never ended with a peace treaty, leaving the two Koreas still officially at war, split by a 4-kilometer-wide demilitarized zone. The South's capital, Seoul, is within range of a massive array of North Korean artillery along that DMZ, and any open conflict would likely mean immediate devastation. South Korean President Moon Jae-in has made rapprochement with Pyongyang a top priority of his administration. An April meeting with Kim Jong-Un was seen as a breakthrough in inter-Korean relations, and a positive outcome to this summit could be the prelude to a peace treaty. When Donald Trump appeared to have torpedoed the Singapore summit in May, Moon arranged a second impromptu meeting with Kim in an apparent effort to salvage it.
He has made tremendous efforts since last January to orchestrate this rapprochement with North Korea, because obviously South Korea would bear the brunt of any conflict on the Korean Peninsula. So it is very much in South Korea's interest to bring this together.
Japan, like South Korea, wants a denuclearized North and a check on Pyongyang's missile program, having seen North Korean missile tests overfly Japanese territory more than once. But there's more. Tokyo has also demanded the return of at least 12 Japanese citizens abducted by North Korean agents in the 1970s and 80s.
If the issues of North Korea's nuclear development, missiles, and the abductions of Japanese nationals are resolved, Japan is prepared to leave the unfortunate past behind. Based on the 2002 Pyongyang Declaration, this aims to normalize diplomatic relations and would provide economic cooperation for the North.
China has long been the totalitarian Kim regime's closest ally, accounting for about 90% of North Korea's trade. That relationship strained in recent years as Kim Jong-un ignored international pressure and continued his nuclear and missile programs. What China wants most in North Korea is stability. Beijing has long feared the collapse of the Kim regime and a resulting wave of North Korean refugees flooding across the border. China initially appeared to have been sidelined in the flurry of diplomacy, but recent high-profile visits by North Korean officials, including Kim, show that it will ultimately be key to any eventual deal for North Korea.
What they're really looking for is some form of sanctions relief. And it wouldn't just be by the U.S., most importantly, it'd be by China. Because obviously, if there's going to be an economic transformation in North Korea, that will be led by the Chinese and not by the Americans.
The Trump-Kim summit is likely just the start of a long process, one that is necessarily multilateral, that could see major changes in the geopolitics of Northeast Asia.